Navigating the regulatory landscape for medical devices in the United States can honestly be daunting. But don't worry, we're here to help. The Food and Drug Administration offers several pathways to bring a medical device to market, each with its own requirements and nuances. But today, we'll be looking at the three primary pathways: 510K, Premarket Approval or PMA, and De Novo, which serve different purposes depending on your device's classification, risk level, and novelty. Understanding which pathway is right for your product is a critical step in ensuring a smooth regulatory journey. The 510K pathway is the most common route for medical devices. It is intended for moderate risk devices that are substantially equivalent to a legally marketed device already on the market. Submitters must compare their device to one or more similar legally marketed devices, as well as make and support their substantial equivalence claims. The 510K pathway is ideal for devices with a well-established predicate and manufacturers seeking a quicker and less expensive approval process. Here's some of the key features of this pathway that you should know. Eligibility includes primarily Class 2 devices, although some Class 1 devices may also require 510K clearance. The time frame is typically 90 days for FDA review. In terms of cost, this is the least expensive pathway, significantly less than the PMA pathway. Finally, the main requirements are that manufacturers must demonstrate that their device is as safe and effective as a predicate device, which includes completing the same testing as the predicate device. Premarket approval is the most rigorous FDA pathway that was designed for the most stringent regulatory category of medical devices, Class 3 devices. The PMA pathway is required for Class 3 devices, which are devices that support or sustain human life, are of substantial importance in preventing impairment of human health, or which present a potential unreasonable risk of illness or injury. Here's the key features of PMA, including eligibility being only available to Class 3 devices. The time frame can be 6 to 12 months or longer due to the comprehensive review requirements. The cost can be substantially higher than the other two pathways as well, due to the need for clinical trials and extensive documentation. The requirements are that manufacturers must provide valid scientific evidence, including clinical trial data, to prove the device's safety and effectiveness. The De Novo pathway provides a route for novel devices that do not have a legally marketed predicate but present low to moderate risk. The De Novo pathway is intended for innovative technologies with no existing predicate and manufacturers aiming to establish a new classification regulation for their device. Key features of the De Novo pathway. Eligibility includes devices without a predicate and deemed low to moderate risk, usually Class 1 or 2. The time frame is typically 180 days for FDA review, and the cost falls between the 510K and PMA pathways. Finally, requirements include a risk-based classification and evidence that the device does not pose significant risks. Selecting the appropriate FDA pathway involves assessing your device's risk level, novelty, and intended use. If the device is a clear predicate and is classified as moderate risk, the 510K pathway is the best choice. For high-risk devices with no predicate, requiring rigorous safety and effectiveness data, the PMA pathway is the most appropriate. Finally, for novel devices that are low to moderate risk and lack a predicate, the De Novo pathway provides a viable solution. The FDA's Q submission program offers a formal opportunity for manufacturers to engage in pre-submission discussions with the agency. This program allows for early feedback on regulatory strategies, testing plans, or clinical study designs. The Q-Sub program can help companies gain clarity on the most suitable regulatory pathway for their medical device. Understanding the differences between these pathways is essential for navigating the FDA's regulatory framework. Each pathway has distinct requirements, costs, and timelines, making it crucial to align the company's strategy with the device's unique characteristics. With proper planning and a thorough understanding of these pathways, you can bring your medical device to market efficiently and completely. Getting through the FDA 510K process can be complex, time-consuming, and filled with unexpected challenges, but you don't have to navigate it alone. At PrimePath MedTech, we specialize in full-service medical device consulting, covering everything from regulatory strategy and clinical evaluations to quality standards and project management. We work side by side with innovative medical device companies to ensure a smooth and successful regulatory journey, so you can focus on what matters, bringing life-changing technology to the market. If you need expert guidance to accelerate your 510K submission and avoid costly delays, contact us today at the link in the description. Let's bring your device to life together.